Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. Things are getting very interesting in relation to the Manchester United sale. In fact, things are hotting up more than a dragon with a sickness bug. It's absolutely going off. We have got an article coming out from Bloomberg which is effectively saying that the Qatari group is increasingly confident it's won the war for Manchester United, thwarting a rival offer from British billionaire Jim Ratcliffe. This is coming in from Bloomberg. It's coming in from their business department. Let's get straight into it. Lots going on with Manchester United at the moment. De Gea has done a bit of a hard to read yawn. Man United might be in talks with Casido. We can pick up all that at 8 o'clock, but let's get into this. What is actually coming out in the last few minutes. So this is just in. The Qatari group is increasingly confident it's won the bidding war for Manchester United, beating Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Those within the inner circle of the Qatari bid have now begun communicating their confidence of victory and believe it's just a matter of time before an official announcement is made, according to those people. But with the official sale process heading into the 8th month, the Glazers still could make a last-minute decision to keep hold of the English Premier League club, accepting funds from an outside investor to renovate the club's dilapidated stadium and training facilities. One of those people said, they asked me not to be identified discussing confidential information, and this is through at Business. It has got 9.2 million followers and is Bloomberg. I think some people will get very, very excited about the blow, and I understand that. I really, really do. But every article you read has always got a kicker in it. And I think this has got a kicker. You know, Qatari group are very confident. We heard they were confident 2 weeks ago. We heard they were going to get exclusivity. They wanted exclusivity. They didn't get exclusivity. We've heard that there's no likely announcement around a sale until early July because the club will want to wait till the end of June and get through the football year. But amongst the confidence, are we really moving forward any more than we were a couple of weeks ago is my fear, because we have been here before. Qatar's going to win. Oil me up. I feel Qatari. We've been through this road a few times now, and you know, as much as that article indicates exactly what many of us feel is going to happen, you know, I've spoken myself about Qatar are 2-0 up with 10 minutes to go. Maybe it's 2-1, I don't know, but they're in possession of the ball. Therefore, you expect them to win. And that article indicates an expectation that they will win, a confidence that they will win. But then in that article itself, it says, who knows if the Glazers at the last minute can rescue defeat from victory. It's very much like a Man United transfer. You know the player wants to come. You know the manager wants them. You know there's a deal there to be done, and the Glazers screw it up. So it could be very, very similar in that sense that, look, Qatar look like they're going to win, and this is another step forward to that. I'm not going to deny the excitement that we might be finally getting to a point where we get a full sale and we get the Glazers out. But within that article itself, it does say what we fear, that there could be a late change from the Glazers where they actually decide to do something different, where they decide to pivot, where they decide to go, you know what, let's take investment from the outside. Let's take investment within the football club from Sir Jim Ratcliffe or from somewhere else. And I think that when they talk about external investment, I think they're talking quite clearly about Sir Jim Ratcliffe, because that's effectively what Sir Jim is looking to do. But the increasing confidence from Qatar is good. I'd go back to January and December time when these initial bids started to get heard of. And, you know, sometimes you can learn a lot from the start of the process. And at the start of the process, a lot of people said about Qatar, they don't lose these sorts of battles. And, you know, and it even says there, you know, they're winning the war for Manchester United. The word war is interesting because it is a battle. And I remember those words vividly back from the start of the year, that when Qatar go for these sort of things, they win the battle. They don't lose. And I think that is always going to have to be a major consideration in this. So look, very, very significant updates. Bloomberg isn't something to be sniffed at. Those within the inner circle of Sheikh Jassim have now begun communicating their confidence of victory, and it's only a matter of time before it's confirmed. I think many of us have believed that for a long time, but we must also not just pick and choose what we want. It's a bit like a Sunday roast, isn't it? You want the beef, you want the Yorkshire pudding, you want the potatoes, but you're maybe not that interested in the carrots. Well, the carrots are the Glazers, and that's not gingerism. I'm literally saying that they're the vegetable, or they're the thing on the plate that you might not like, and it doesn't have to be vegetable. Maybe it could be, maybe you're not into Yorkshire puddings, I don't know, but my point is, we can't just consume what we want on the plate. That article, that very article itself, says that as the process enters its 8th month, the Glazers could still make a last-minute swivel, pivot, whatever you want to call it, keep the club and take on investment from outside, which for me would suggest Sir Jim Radcliffe. So, look, you know, we're all in on this, aren't we? All of us are in on this. All of us want to see some sort of development. All of us want to see what's going on. I mean, look, within that very same article, I would just say this. Here's a word of caution. This is from the same article. Manchester United have got about 260 million available for new signings during the summer transfer window, but financial fair play rules mean not all of the amount will be spent. Where's the 260 million pounds coming from? It's really interesting, isn't it? You know, look, again, you've got business people mixing with football people, and you've got football people mixing with business people, and I think sometimes it does get lost in translation. The thing I would take from this is that there is confidence from Qatar that they are going to win. I'm not going to take a massive amount. I'm not going to take a massive amount of notice on what they say about transfers, because that to me isn't that important. I think they're probably a little bit inaccurate with that, but I will take a lot of notice in relation to the confidence that's coming from Qatar. This is a very reliable source in relation to Bloomberg, and they are business. Very much like Reuters, very much like Reuters a few weeks ago. I think this is just verification again that Qatar are winning the race, and many of us believe that. What we want to know is, when are they going to win the race? Because even if it was announced at the weekend, which would be fantastic, or early next week, which would be fantastic, how quickly can they get hold of the club? How quickly can they have an impact on the debt? How quickly can they get that cash flow going? How quickly can they support Erik ten Hag? And those are the things that we need to know. But very, very big announcement coming in from a very credible outlet. I would take away that Qatar are winning. They think they're going to win. There's always a danger with the Glazers. We know that. But at this moment in time, things are moving, and surely this movement suggests we're getting to an end game at some point soon, hopefully even early next week, maybe even the weekend it leaks out, I don't know. But fingers crossed, because, you know, we've spent so much time talking about the damage that the Glazers are doing to this club. The sooner they're out, the sooner we can fix the damage. Make sure you get your comments in below, smash a like. I'm back at 8 o'clock. Let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.